Hi there, my name is Laura and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to do a position review on some photographs that someone sent in to me. And remember to stay to the end because there are some excellent exercises that you can do to help improve your riding position, particularly if you're pinching with your knees. So let's go. Thank you so much for sending in these photos. I really appreciate it. We've got 3 photos here. Here she is on the pinto horse. And then she's also doing some jumps on this black horse, looking like she's going over a cross rail or something on this chestnut horse. You've got a split second to make your decision. Raw horse and rider. What do you think of this horse and rider combination? Pretty good, eh? She looks pretty secure in there, and we're going to do a position review. Excellent photos. Great that you got them from the side. And if you want to have your own position review done, please send me an email, thistleridge@hotmail.com. I'd love to help you out. And if you're having specific problems with something, tell me what it is. We'll get it figured out for you, and I'll send you some exercises that you can do to help with your riding. If it's your first time here, please remember to like this video and subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any new videos coming out. So this horse and rider combination, generally speaking, they look really comfortable. They're both relaxed. You can see by this horse's ears. His ears are up and he looks very relaxed. The thing that struck me right off the bat is the effort he's putting into jumping this log, that he has really put some effort in. You can see this, the way he's pushing with his hindquarters and the way he is looking forward to the next jump. And also, that's another really important thing, is that the rider is looking up and looking forward. And we like this because when you look up and look forward, it tells the horse where you're going. You are confirmed in where you're going because you know exactly where you're going. And also, having your eyes up helps keep your back flat. And you can see this in all her pictures. She's looking up and looking forward. And this particular one where she's riding the pinto horse, you know, jeepers, look how I really love the way she's looking up and looking around her corner, looking for the next jump. And by turning your head and looking, that helps to show the horse exactly where you're going. And the horse knows, and you can tell the horse is thinking about, oh my gosh, she's asking me to do something. She's looking, and the horse has his ears kind of listening in, tuning into what she's doing. So that is really good. I just love this photo because it does show that you are looking forward to the next jump. Great job. Here's where we get into some things that we like to help improve this rider on. Number 1 is her heel position. Judges like to see push your heels down. If you have an exercise that you use to help get your heels down, put it in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you do to help get your heels down. This rider needs some help with her heels. Stay tuned. At the end of this video, we've got some exercises that you can do if you have trouble with your heels not going down. You can see her foot is flat. We like to have the heels down a little bit more. Now, a little bit better when she's riding the pinto horse. One reason why is because her back is straight and she's got weight coming down into her stirrup and into her heels rather than pinching with her knees, which with the previous one you can see that she's pinching with her knees. And when she's on the chestnut horse, it's really hard to see, but I'm going to go with the flat foot, not with her heels down on this one, because it looks like she's riding on her knees, pinching with her knees. One thing that you can do if you find that your heels aren't down is to put your stirrups up one hole. Rule of thumb for when you're riding, the top of the stirrup tread should be at the bottom of your ankle bone. And when you're jumping, the top of the stirrup tread should be at the top of your ankle bone. So if you find your stirrups are a little long, do a quick check on your stirrups. Maybe they are too long and that's not helping you with your heels. So push your heels down, shorten your stirrups one hole. That'll help. Here's a really good photo that shows that the rider is pinching with her knees and standing up in her stirrups. This happens when you pinch with your knees and stand up in your stirrups, and that is your seat comes over the pommel of the saddle. Your seat should be over the seat of the saddle. Even when you're in 2-point or jumping position, your seat should be over the seat of the saddle, not over the pommel. If you're standing up in your stirrups trying to stay with the horse, your seat gets over top of the pommel of the saddle, and that's not good. Here's a great photo of a good half seat, 2-point jumping position. Even though she's in your 2-point or half seat, you can see that her seat is over top of the saddle. So when you're going over jumps, particularly when they're logs and cavalettis, keep your seat over top of the seat of the saddle and keep your upper body still. Try not to move your upper body forward over in front of the horse's shoulders. Keep your upper body forward so your shoulders are over top of your knees, but not so much so that your whole body, your whole torso comes forward. That's just too much weight on the horse's shoulders, puts you ahead of the movement. Stay with the horse by keeping your shoulders over top of your knees. Now let's talk about her release. What I mean by release is be softer in your reins, allow a little loop in your reins so the horse can stretch his head and neck and jump properly, and allow the horse to bascule or round his back over top of the jump. You can see here her hands are in the correct position, but there's no loop in the rein, which is probably okay since she's going cross country, it looks like. But if you're in the hunter ring, or if you're in an equitation class, the judge would like to see a loop in the rein when you're doing your release over top of the jumps. I do like the straight line elbow hand horse's mouth. That's very nice. Follow with the horse's head and neck so that he can stretch and use his body a little bit better. And one reason that we can tell that you're not following with the horse's mouth very well is because the bit has slipped through the horse's mouth, and that means there's quite a good hold on the horse's mouth. And you know what? Maybe since you're outside, out in a field, maybe you need to have a good hold on this horse's mouth. I don't know, but in the horse show ring, if you're going in an equitation class, the judge wants to see a little loop in the reins. Really like the way you have your hands pressed on the horse's neck, not a floating release. You want to make sure that your hands are on each side of the horse's neck to help support your body. Excellent. And you can see that you have about a 90-degree bend in your elbow, and that's excellent. Good job with that. Here's another thing I really like about this photograph and this rider's position. Straight line, shoulder, knee, toe. Shoulder, knee, toe is an excellent position so that you can stay in balance with the horse when it's going over top of the jump. If your shoulders are too far ahead of the horse, that puts you off balance. We would like to see your seat a little bit more towards the back of the saddle, towards the center of the saddle. Put your stirrups up one hole, bring your seat closer to the saddle, and allow your shoulders to come over your knees rather than your shoulders over the horse's shoulders. So just push your seat more towards the back of the saddle, towards the cantle of the saddle, and that will help bring your position more in balance with the horse. We're going to get to some exercises real soon that you can do right now to help prevent you from pinching with your knees and standing up in your stirrups. Now if you look at this rider on this horse, this is the same rider, different horse. I'm not sure if she's jumping or not, but her seat is over the center of the saddle, and there's this definite straight line, shoulder, knee, toe. I think you'll like to watch this video next. It shows some more exercises that you can do. Let's talk a little bit about your horse. What a great horse. I'm just concentrating on the black horse here. Black or dark bay, whatever he is or she is. Generally speaking, he looks so calm and relaxed, really like that he's enjoying his job. He's got a relaxed expression about his face. He looks like he's really putting some effort into these logs here. But because of the size of the jump, he is a little lazy with his legs. We'd like to see him folding his legs a little bit better and using himself in the front end by lifting up his knees a little bit higher. It's very difficult to ask them to do this when they're cantering over top of a log. But that's what the hunter judge is looking for, is the horse that uses himself correctly over the jumps. Here's some of the things that you can do to improve your equitation, your riding skills right now. Number one thing is to make sure your stirrups are adjusted properly. Your stirrups look like they could be shortened up one hole. Remember to adjust them the top of the stirrup tread, bottom of your ankle bone for the flat work, top of the stirrup tread to the top of your ankle bone when you're going over fences. Adjusting your stirrup to the proper height will give you a better ankle angle, help you to put your heels down. It'll improve your knee angle and also your hip angle so that you can stay in balance with your horse over top of the jumps. If you have your seat over top of the pommel of the saddle, try these exercises. Do your 2-point exercise. Do your 2-point exercise and take the palm of your hand and put it on the flat of your back so that you can feel your back moving. Also, what this does is opens up your chest and helps keep your weight over top of your heel rather than pinching with your knees. That's a very good exercise to do. Second really good exercise to do is do what I call the up, up, down exercise. Do 2-point for 2 steps and then down in the saddle for 1. It's kind of like your rising trot, but you stand up in your stirrups for 2 beats, down for 1. Up, up, down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up, up, down. This forces you to relax your legs and feel what the horse is doing underneath you so that you can stay in balance with your horse. Rather than mechanically going up and down, up and down, up and down, you have to feel what the horse is doing. Excellent exercise to help you stay in balance and prevent you from getting in front of the horse, pinching with your knees and standing up in your stirrups. And of course, another really good exercise for you to do is ride without stirrups. Riding without stirrups develops your balance and your feel for the horse. Riding without stirrups teaches you awareness of your body and awareness of what the horse is doing underneath you. It helps your balance and helps you strengthen those muscles that you do need for riding. It also improves your feel and your ability to follow the horse. Again, rather than being mechanical and just kind of going in your 2-point over top of the jump. If you have any questions, remember to send me an email, thistleridge@hotmail.com. If you're looking for more exercises, take a look at this book. It's an Amazon book. You can download it and have it in your exercise library. It's got lots of exercises there that you can use to help improve your riding. If you're wondering what the judge is looking for, take a look at this video next. It outlines what the judge is looking for. My name is Laura. Now go hug your horse. Go use this stuff. Go hug your horse. Thanks now. Bye. Generally speaking, this is a great position, great photograph. And